I bet some of you thought that I wasn't going to be talking in this video. A little gag I'm playing. Actually, no, I was doing a little test with the recording of this camera because lately it'll record for a few seconds and then all of a fucking sudden it's going to stop. It says recording interrupted. Pain in the ass. And I think it's because I had the VR setting on the lens. So anyway, so here we are. As usual, taking my time on this new painting here, like my other paintings, and you can see I got some paint on there, and I, want to show you guys an update on this and how it's going, how it's progressing. So far, so good. It's not going exactly to plan, and like I was telling my friend Ben the other day, I said, painting is it's a lot of trial and error, especially when you're trying to match colors. That can be a challenge, and I'm going to show you what I mean right now. There's three things here specifically, and this thing's not even halfway done, not even near that. Now, first of all, there's the tan colored walls, okay? Now, after realizing some stuff and doing some research and looking into things, I realized that in fact, originally these walls were gray. They were a light gray, and then what they did is when they rebuilt these MR63 cars in the early 90s, they redid them completely, right? And what happened was that they did the walls kind of this sort of a tan color, but a little bit lighter, which is the way it is now. Now, as I pointed before, I'm doing the seats like the original seats like they were from 66 and on. So that is to say the gray seats with the black insert vinyl. But the thing is, I realized that the walls, yeah, they were gray, and they had a little hint of that tan in there. And then one day I was on an MR73 train. I was on the MR73 Metro train on the Orange Line, and I looked at the walls. I said, shit, those are the original walls. When they redid the MR73 trains in the middle of the 2000s, they did not change those walls. Yeah, they put all the orange, and the blue seats and all that, but they did not change the walls, and that's what the walls were like on the MR63s, the Canadian Vickers built MR63s. So, in other words, I have to put the walls like that, like the way they are in the MR73. And look, I'm a perfectionist with this art. That's why I don't rush it too. And it's got to be like, if not perfect, close to perfection. Now I'm going to point out at this point that yes, I have a line here that's crooked right here at the edge of the window where the lights are. And I'm going to have to fix that because if you look at it, it is not correct, because I was also using a photo I took of a wide angle lens photo, and wide angle lens photos often makes lines, if they're close up, look bent. Now another thing, the doors. The doors are going to need a lot of work, man. I'm going to look at this more like a primer. And the doors are going to definitely need some work. There's a lot of reflection in there. From the lighting and the seats and whatnot. The walls, pretty good. That's pretty much the color I was going for. It's kind of a warm gray color there in the tunnels, and there'll be a light there, a blue light probably, and then there'll be another white light there, neon. And I want to finish by showing you the floor. Now the floor, I did it too dark. And when these trains came out in 66, thanks to my ad here, which I've showed you guys, I'll show it to you right now. My 1964 DuPont ad. Ooh, bright light, tabarnak. I don't know if you can see that, but actually it's a lined pattern floor. See how the walls were? So I don't know if you can tell, but the wall, yeah, the floor had a kind of a rubber carpet look like they had on the old classic buses and the new looks. It was like that. It had that look. So I don't fucking know how I'm gonna do that. I was thinking about buying some pinstriping tape or something for cars and just laying it all out, just painting it all over. Because there's no way I'm doing that freehand. It's impossible to do that. It's too geometric. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you dug it, and I hope it floats your boat. And I always welcome your comments. And don't be a smartass and do any major negative comments, because I'll just remove it. And of course, please keep in mind that I am visually impaired. And I'll show you with my glasses here. See, look at that thickness, huh? Hey, when I was a kid, they used to be like Coke bottles, fuck, Me. And no, I'm not Italian. Take it easy, folks. Ciao.